Hello everybody, my name is Juanita K. I am doing the Authortube Newbie Tag 2.0. This was originally seen on Jenna Streety's site. I will go ahead and jump into it. So for question number 1, it is, what is your book's pitch? And if you have multiple works, what's your favorite? The one that I'm currently working on is always my favorite, so the one I'm currently working on right now is going to be a troubled woman haunted by her past has encountered a stranger that catapults her into new nightmares. The unwelcome reality of the danger she faces forces her to take desperate measures to safeguard her future. Can she defeat the demons within? Will they consume her in her fight for freedom? Number 2. If you were a book, how would you pitch yourself? A girl who loves new beginnings, endlessly searching for her place in this world, finally happens onto something called Authortube that makes her extremely happy. Number 3, what do you usually write? Psychological thrillers are what I strive to do. I'm still beginning this process. I'm still learning the proper ways to make everything fall into place. It seems like most books are, I wouldn't say cookie cutter, but they all have the same sort of outline. You just have to tamper with it just a little bit to make it do what you need it to do. But psychological thrillers is going to be my favorite genre. Mystery and suspense just is a part of that, so those are always going to be on there too. Okay, number 4, what's something you will never write? I do not think I will ever write anything about war. No wartime stories. I have no experience in it. I don't want to know that much about it. I've seen a lot of wartime movies and they just don't interest me. Okay, so number 5, what's your goal for starting an Authortube channel? I actually started this channel in January. I was still in my last semester of school for college. I have recently graduated since then. I've been watching Authortube on YouTube for a couple of years now. There have been particular people that I follow all the time, and they've helped me a lot. A lot of the channels are just fun to watch. You know, it inspires me. It makes me motivated to actually write. Excuse the air conditioner. I know it's a pain in the butt, but I'm in Arizona. It's summertime. It's 113 degrees, so air conditioner is just something that's gonna have to be dealt with. Another thing that really attracted me to Authortube channels is whenever I'm reading the comments, I see that people are there from all over the world, and that is a really, really cool thing, because people from other countries, they can teach you stuff about their own customs, they can let you in on their traditions, and you know, you have a broader understanding of the world that we live in, and for that, even your characters in your books can be a little bit broadened. You can have a more diverse characterization of your book because you know other people from other places that can help you to understand what they do every day, their normal day-to-day. And of course, the last reason why I started an Authortube channel is because I'm writing a book. Hello. So I'm hoping that this channel will help me to get a bit of a following, get people interested in maybe looking into my work whenever I actually do finish it, and people to come along on the journey with me as I try to publish it, and you know, it'll make my social media presence a little bit better. And of course, if it does, it might make me look a little bit more attractive to potential agents. Number 6, what made you want to start writing? Well, I've always kind of had little stories here and there, like scenes. When I was young, I was probably in junior high or high school, I used to write them in my little notebooks for school, because back in those days we didn't have a home computer in my house anyway. Other people probably did, the rich people, you know. But no, in my household we wrote it in notebooks. And I remember one particular story where there was a scene about a man and a woman. The man was in the hospital, he was in a coma, his fiancée was there by his side, and she was talking to him, trying to get him to wake up, and she was trying to remind him of all the memories and the emotions and, you know, just all that sweet sappy crap. And my sister, Tina, read it, and I actually made her cry. that shouldn't be so shocking, but no, my older sisters, 2 older sisters, tough as nails, and never seen any of them cry. So the fact that I made my sister Tina cry was pretty cool. You know, in the way that my story evoked emotions from her to make her cry. I've always thought that I am not that big of a social butterfly, so to speak, and I've always thought that I speak better through my words than my mouth. If that makes any sense at all. Many of you probably know what that means. I think I just like to get people to read a story and evoke emotions, or, you know, make them angry, or, you know, if you evoke some kind of feeling from them, it makes a big difference. It makes you want to write more, it makes you want to write better, and with each story that you write, you're going to get better. It's just a fact. So number 7 is, what is your publishing path? Traditional publishing, because I've done some research, but then I've also watched other channels like I mentioned before, and there's a few people who have talked about traditional publishing that make it sound really good. Alexa Dunn's definitely one of them. Traditional publishing is very structured in that they tell you what you need to do and they tell you when you need to do it by, and that's just about it. You know, I'm sure there's probably more involved than that I don't know about yet, but no, it's just the better way for me to go. Number 8 is, what kind of content will you bring to the Authortube table? And the content that I plan on bringing is, well, I'm a beginner, as I mentioned, and I'm going to be sharing my journey towards publishing, which a lot of people do in the beginning. And as I go along the way, whenever I learn something that has really helped me, I will definitely share that with everybody. So there might be some videos about the craft. I'm going to attempt different kinds of vlogs, like watching my day-to-day activities, watching me, you know, actually write the stories. And I thought about maybe putting some little, you know, examples of my work in the video, though I'm gonna have to play with that one for a while. I'm still working on editing the videos, and it's not an easy thing to do. Number 9 is, what's your biggest writing struggle? I have made a career out of procrastination, and I am very good at it. I make excuses all the time about why, you know, I can do that later. It's me again, Margaret. It appears within first filming I forgot number 10. So here we go now. Number 10, what is your best writing skill? And I have to say, building tension. I am a pretty awkward person. I never know what to do with my hands when I'm talking to people. I never know what to say. I always fear that I sound like an idiot, which is probably true about a lot of people, but I really feel it, so I can understand what it takes to create a very awkward situation in a book. So I'm really good at that. In building tension, I spend a lot of time trying to diffuse tension in my real life. And, well, not so much now, but in my past. I'm one of those people that when people are getting angry with each other and trying to start fights, I say something completely stupid, completely off subject, just to make them stop. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, so there you have it. Number 11 and 12, that is for 2 different YouTubers and Authortubers, depending on if you've practiced this a while or if it's brand new to you. I'm gonna go with the number 11. If you've been on YouTube for a while, what is your best Authortube tip? I can't say that I've been on here a while, but I do have a few videos before this one, and most of them may not have been particularly about writing. The only writing ones I've done so far are actually for Camp NaNoWriMo that has just passed, 2020, in July. So Since I have been on here a little while, I've noticed one thing that is a big difference to everybody. I think anybody just watching a video would agree with me on this one. Okay, so if you have any problems with your audio on a video, that's not good. People will stop watching your video if they cannot hear you. If you have sound that is really terrible, if there's like crackling, or if it's you have like one really quiet moment and then you jump up to something really loud and annoying like a commercial on TV, people are going to notice that, and people are going to be turning your video off. They're going to move on to another one because they just don't want to deal with that. Or if your sound is really low and they can't hear you and they got to turn you all the way up to the top volume, and then the second that your video stops, some other commercial comes on or some other video pops up, and then their volume's like blasting, and well, that's annoying too. Be careful with the audio part of your video. Number 13, are you looking for new channels to watch? Are you looking for CPs, which is a critique partner, or beta readers, writing buddies? Currently, I think I need to start with critique partners. Recently, just over this past weekend, I went to a writing group that I've been to many times in the past, and they've just recently opened up again and started meeting at the same coffee shop again that we used to go to, and everything is weird now, but we all wear masks and, you know, do this hand sanitizer thing. But I went there for the first time yesterday, and it was pretty cool. And I've realized that the chapter that I took there, it was all kinds of messed up, and I didn't even know it. I thought I went through that thing like 1,000 times, and I thought it was spot on. And no, you need to have critique partners. Eventually, as soon as I get everything up to the standards that the critique partners can help me with, then, you know, I think maybe I'll go on to the next step, which would be beta readers. And as far as finding new channels to follow, I am of course doing that. There are a few people, I'm looking for people who are well established, or people who are brand new like me that have like under 100 subs. I have been looking for people to grow with, because whenever you become friends with people that are at your same level, then you can grow together and, you know, eventually become friends and, you know, help each other out in different ways. Number 14, what are you most excited for during this new fresh start on Authortube? What am I looking for? What are my goals? One thing I'm excited about with this new Authortube channel is just meeting new people, meeting people who are interested in doing the same things I do, which is writing, becoming a better writer, basically. People that get you, people that understand how you think, what you think that way. That's what everybody's looking for, and that's what everybody wants to find. So I don't know, not sure what else to say at this point in time. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off here. Anyway, I appreciate you watching the video. If you're still with me, I do appreciate it. And go do something amazing today. Bye. I'm gonna try it again from the beginning. I'm not very good at reading out loud.